Hello there. Welcome to another edition of Your Health and Mental Well-Being. My name is Esther Pineda. Are you familiar with the medical terminology epinephrine? What is epinephrine? Simply put, epinephrine is adrenaline. Yes, adrenaline. Adrenaline is that hormone that is released into the body whenever we become excited, whenever we become angry. What causes or what effects does adrenaline have on the body? Well, for starters, it causes your blood pressure to increase. Okay? Secondly, it causes your muscular system to tighten up. There's a medical terminology called fight or flight. When your body gets angry, when your body gets upset, it reacts as though it's going to now engage. This is what adrenaline does. Now, the question is, are we always in a fight or flight situation? No. Reason being is that there are different types of anger, and therefore there are different amounts of epinephrine released into the body or into the bloodstream. Now, there is passive aggressive anger, there is volatile anger, there is chronic anger. But for the sake of brevity, we are going to deal primarily with the passive aggressive anger. And the reason why we're going to deal with the passive aggressive anger is because this is the type of anger that causes an individual to say, I'm fine, everything is okay, and let's move forward. When in reality, they're not fine. Everything is not okay, and they should really be taking the time to look at the situation that has caused them to feel the way that they feel. I want to talk for a few minutes about breaking the shackles that bind you. We live in a society where masking your emotions on a day-to-day basis is acceptable. This is what we're expected to do. If you're unhappy about something, you're told, suck it up. If you disagree with something, you're told, suck it up. And so we learn to mask our emotions, and we walk around with a mask on our faces, and that mask has a smile, and it says, you're okay, I'm okay, everything is okay. And so we learn to just move forward in this life, and we learn to cover up these feelings by the things that we own or the things that we have achieved. We have obtained that master's, that PhD, that car, that house, that position, and everybody sees us and says, oh, you're so successful. But inside, there's anger, there's hurt. You are bound in your mind by the things that happened in the past, and you have failed to address these things. And so you continue to perpetrate this evil upon yourself. Over time, this epinephrine is shutting you down. This negative adrenaline is shutting you down, and you don't even realize the harm that you're causing yourself. The question would be, how do I fix it? What do I do? How can I change this? You know, it's easier said than done, but it can be done. You have to look back and revisit these things that have caused you to be mentally incarcerated. You have to revisit these things and say, no more, no more. It is over. No more. I refuse to be in bondage. I refuse to be tied up. I refuse to live as a slave inside my own mind. I refuse to be causing myself harm. Aren't you tired? Tired of pretending? Tired of putting on a mask that says, look at me, I am so happy, knowing that inside you're not? Aren't you tired? Don't you want to release happy chemicals in your life? Serotonin and endorphin and oxytocin. Yes, those are happy chemicals and they do exist. How can you do this? By forgiving. And I know right now you're saying, okay, she has lost her marbles. Forgive? Are you serious? Do you have any idea of what this individual did to me? Do you know how I feel? Do you know the pain it caused me? Do you know the harm it caused me? And you're telling me to forgive? Yes, that is exactly what I am telling you. You've got to take the time to sit down and review the situation and forgive. Forgive this individual or individuals that have caused you the harm. Because at the end of that exercise, you're going to find that the most benefited is you. Joy and peace and happiness will become a part of your life. No longer bound by these things that you have kept inside of you for all these years, but free. They put Nelson Mandela in jail, but they couldn't take his peace. They couldn't take that joy that existed within him. He might have been behind bars, but his mind was free. You may be free, but your mind is behind bars today. My friend, choose to forgive. Choose freedom. Choose to break the shackles that bind.